It's the Chicken and Whiskey Podcast, so just grab a glass, finger licking entertainment you don't wanna pass. Hosted by Rob Hollywood and Jay, do the groove, the dynamic too. It's barbershop talk, you know it's chopped and screwed. Eating chicken, sipping whiskey, conversing like a frisbee. Back and forth, I want two pieces, make sure it's crisp. That dark liquor gon' leave you tipsy. We just talking like we hanging out. Now crew, is you with me? Tune in, find out what we talking about. Uploading all of the info, you get in the lowdown like kinfolk. It's like a backyard barbecue, no hose board like we playing cards. Sports, entertainment, everyday news, you know what I'm saying? It's the hottest show on earth, you know I ain't even playing. Yeah, it's the Chicken and Whiskey Podcast Show. Let's roll.
What up, world? What up, world? What up, world? What up, world? It's your man, Rob Hollywood.
And your boy, Jay Do The Groove.
And this is the Chicken and Whiskey Podcast.
Chicken and Whiskey Podcast.
Coming back with your funky ass, episode number 43.
40. I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
40. I don't know what to do with my hands.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Shout out to you wherever you are, wherever you may be. Appreciate you for tuning in with us on the Chicken and Whiskey Podcast, episode number 43. Like we said, we appreciate you for checking us out on YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and all of that shit. Wherever you listening from, man, you know we appreciate it.
You said Spotify,
whatever. But we appreciate it. Let's do what we do. Opening shots, man. What you drinking on, my dog?
Dog, I'm breaking away from the convention tonight, dog.
Oh yeah, what you drinking then?
Yeah, dog, I'm kind of breaking away from tradition, dog.
Oh yeah. What is that?
Well, yeah.
Oh, you got a private stock Hackamore?
Yeah, dog.
Okay.
I did, I was feeling a little tropical today, dog. I'm in my dashiki and shit.
I see you over there, dog. I see you.
Yeah, dog. I don't know. I'm just feeling I'm feeling some different vibes today, dog. So I pulled out, instead of going whiskey tonight, dog, I went a little different, man. I went rum, dog.
Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, man.
I'm actually drinking. I think you had this last episode, I think.
Okay.
The white label Uncle Nearest. I got the
white label. The white label.
This is gonna be my shot. So shout out to the Uncle Nearest family.
Friends of the show.
Friends of the show. And Mr. Kenny Reeves. So I'm drinking that as shots, but actually what I'll be drinking during the show. Just going with the mix of Crown Vanilla and and Dr. Pepper Cream Soda.
No, underrated combo.
Yeah, dog.
Underrated.
Old put me on that shit before. Just regular Crown and cream soda. But that vanilla and cream soda is pretty dope right there.
Yeah, it's an underrated combo right there. Dog, we need to do more of that, dog.
Yeah, just like kind of giving some what we drinking on. We can call that what you drinking on.
Yeah, what you drinking on? Yeah. New segment coming at you. Next episode.
We do it every time anyway, but now you got a segment called "What You Drinking On."
Yeah, what we drinking on? There you go.
So,
and that's how shit happens.
That's how that happens. We just go with the go. So with that said, man, let's do what we do, man. Pay some bills around this motherfucker, and then we gonna come back, get into some shit, and then we gonna get your ass up out of here. So, you know what we do, doggy?
It goes up to it,
down to it.
We do it,
cause we used to it.
Fuck those
who don't do it.
Let's get fucked up.
Have you heard of the Quap Cares? Let me tell you about them. It started with the Chicken and Whiskey Podcast, and they wanted to give back to our community by any means necessary, so they created Quap Cares. They have 3 initiatives: caring for our kids, caring for our community, and caring for our homeless. Check them out right now at www.cawpcares.com. Brought to you by the Chicken and Whiskey Podcast.
Jay Do the motherfucking Groove. What's up, my boy?
We in the building, dog, man. I'm feeling really, really good.
Feeling really good, man. That's glad to hear. What's going on in your world? This is the segment called What's Good. So what's going on in your world, dog? What's going on in your world?
Dog, just man, we getting back to the grind. Dog, I know you ain't got no kids.
Nope.
What's going on in my world? Man, it's the school thing, dog.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Like this is crazy right now, bro.
What yeah, you got the school plus the coaching though, so you can kind of give us an insight on both of them. So you know, give it to us. What's the word? Are the kids going back to school or nah? You
Oh, they going back.
They're going back.
They going
Y'all
back.
going full swing or is it optional or what's the group?
Nah, like so it's gonna be hybrid. You know, they going hybrid, and so you know you gonna have some at the house, some at the schoolhouse, whatever. What's funny to me though, beyond all that, what's funny to me is the talk about teachers like going on strike.
I saw that.
Yeah, they talking about going on strike. Here's my thing. Now, you know, you hear about, you know, NFL players going on strike, things like that.
Yeah.
There's a subtle difference between teachers going on strike and NFL players going on strike.
Definitely.
That subtle difference is like 2 commas. Like, I don't know if people realize when you go on strike, you don't get paid.
True.
Teachers ain't stacking like that, dog.
Didn't they just go on strike for the same shit, trying to get more pay?
Exactly.
But
I mean, we good here in Texas, but I'm just saying, like, if the teachers go on strike, dog, I give it a solid 2 months in. Oh, we gonna be back in the classroom. Hey man, can I come back to the classroom?
Substitute teachers gonna be eating that shit up.
Hey, you damn straight. Hey, then let the teachers go on strike. I'm gonna be a sub real quick.
They're gonna pick up all the classes.
Yeah, you don't want his classes? I teach all the retarded motherfuckers.
So no, tell me this though, real talk. Do you feel safe in the school with them students? And or are you going to feel safer? What's the word? Because you already with them with coaching football and shit, so you already are partially there.
I think I feel as safe as I would feel anywhere else.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel safer than I would at a strip club.
So you feel safer than like other places that are open.
Yeah, like there are certain places that I wouldn't go right now.
Yeah, well, my thing be killing me sometimes. You'll see people on Instagram talking about the fact that they're opening schools and saying schools don't need to be open. But then they'll say that at 8 a.m. Say
and
that
then
at 12 a.m.
And
then they at the hookah bar and they at the club and shit. So you gotta figure out which way you want to go with this. Like you can't be in the streets like that, but you talking about why they trying to send these kids back to school.
Exactly, and that's my thing. Like I don't really have a problem with it because I don't think there's a good solution. The best solution is for them not to be in school. I mean, to be virtual, 100% virtual. That's the best solution.
I agree.
But we know we can't do that because I mean, people gotta work.
People gotta go to work.
Like, yeah, people gotta go to work. So if you got right, and it's not just high school. And I think when people started talking about schools, it was like they in their head they're thinking high school, but when you talking about a 6 or 7 year old, they can't stay at home by themselves.
Fuck no.
You know, so it's like, yes, being 100% virtual would absolutely be the best plan of action, but you can't do it. You just can't, because at that point in time, you really are shutting down the economy. Mm-hmm. And we could get into the whole, you know, election and everything like that. And I ain't trying to do nothing to help 45, but yeah, I mean, for kids not in school and for parents not to be able to go to work, that means that you're not able to pay your bills, which means that it's more likely that you want to hit me over the head for my shit.
Yeah.
So
it's a fuck. I mean,
so they're at school.
The only answer at this point is to figure out how the fuck we can get past this COVID shit. But we gotta have some type of leadership to help us get past it, because no one's about to take the vaccine. No one's even the black folk. We're not taking the vaccine. The white.
No, why wouldn't you take the vaccine though?
I don't take vaccines now. I don't take a flu shot.
Yeah, but that's the only vaccine you don't take.
Yeah, but
which is not even really a vaccine.
Exactly. That's why I'd have to wait to unless they require it. I have to wait before I take that shit. If that makes sense.
I guess my point is
I just
that
don't trust them. I don't
that's
trust
like,
the government with that shit.
when did that happen? When did the whole I don't trust vaccine thing happen?
It's just I just personally. It's just a personal thing of mine. Like the same reason I said I don't take the flu shot. Never had the flu. Feel like people that I've known that have had the flu. I've seen cases where someone said they never had a flu shot. They get one, then they get the flu. So I just don't really know if vaccines even really work like that. You know?
But wait. Hold on. I am in that number. I am that person that the only time I've ever gotten the flu was the one time I've gotten the flu shot.
Did you ever get another one?
No, I never got another one. But that doesn't mean I'm not a vaccine person because one, the flu shot to me is not really I guess in the true definition of vaccine, it is something. It would
be a vaccine, right?
I guess, but I guess when I think of vaccines, I think of all the fucking immunization shit that you got when you was a kid. Like, and to say all my kids got all their shots.
Yeah, it's like is it kind of like what do you call chicken pox? They got a vaccine for it now, so kids don't get chicken pox no more.
Right. Like, no, it's like, and I think it's one of them things where it's like, it's becoming, I don't want to say trend, but it's becoming a thing to say, oh, I don't fuck with vaccines.
Yeah,
everybody that's saying that got all their shots when they was a kid because that's what we did.
That's what the fuck. Like,
so niggas stop.
So that actually brings me to a question because some people actually say that they say, my kids ain't getting all them shots when they're born. I'm gonna have my child at the house. I'm gonna have a what they call it, half wife, some shit. What they call that shit? Midwife. Yeah, I'm gonna have some shit like that.
Midwife, the one that deliver them.
I know, but that's why they do it, so the baby does not have to go through the hospitals and get shots and things.
All right.
You see what I'm saying?
No, that's stupid.
But I know people that will say to this day, because I've actually, thought about it and said, I don't really know about letting my baby get all them shots, but I need to know what the shots are.
You got them.
I know that, but
and you ain't had
I passed the test. Then I don't know because that's the thing. I just want to know what they're putting in my body. I don't want to be the one that Trump said take this shit. I need to know. I'm not gonna be in the first group of niggas to get the vaccine. I would definitely be not.
We so extra sometimes, dog.
Hey man, I'm not taking that vaccine until it's proven that it's working. I seem to be.
I get that part. No, I get that part.
I'm not letting them put that shit in me until I see that it's working.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be no clinical trial nigga.
Fuck
like,
no.
I get that.
No, I'm not gonna be no clinical trial nigga at all. So,
but to say like. The thing that kills me is a lot of
people that claim they're not going to take that vaccine, but if they tell us to take it, they're going to take that motherfucker.
But it's not even. I guess it's not so much of that. I guess I look at it two different ways. When I think, like I said earlier, when I think vaccines, I think of all of the shots that you took when you was a kid, like.
The one like the one you had to take to go to college.
You have to take it to go to school. Exactly my point.
My mom just got a brand new job, man, and she was telling me she had to get some shots because they couldn't find her records anymore. And she was like, "Well, the last time I got that shot was fucking high school." I was like, "Yeah," because they made you take it. I'm like, "Damn, we did." I remember going to college, and I was like, "Nope, I got my."
You had to bring
here.
your shot records.
Yeah, you had to.
Like so those are vaccines. I think all of a sudden,
I think it's more the fact that people just don't trust the fucking government. They don't trust the government, which also brings me to it's actually.
It has nothing to do with the government.
I think it does. I think it has a lot to do with the government because the government is the one that's gonna put the vaccine out and say that this is what we need because the government doesn't even halfway listen to the health people, to CDC or anybody else anymore at this point. But that actually brings me to another point. Of like people will go extreme and overboard. I'm in a couple group texts right now that some bros or people in those text messages starting to get on my goddamn nerve because everything is about the fucking government and what the fuck the government is doing. You know, and these laws and shit. You know, goddamn, I know the laws are fucked up. But why does everything have to be tied back to that? And that seems like to be the only conversation they're ever having.
Right.
And I'm like, you're not going to do nothing about it. Like, we have a lot of people that are too woke for their own good.
Yes. I had a really good conversation with one of my homeboys, dog. And we always get into this conversation. And hell, this wasn't even where we was going with the show, but I'm glad you brought it up. Fuck it, this is a Chicken and Whiskey podcast.
Talk about what the fuck we talking about.
This is what we do. Nah, so me, shout out Ronnie. But me and my homie, like, we always get in arguments about will we send our kids to HBCUs? Okay. Alright, and he's adamant. He's adamant about it. He's like, dog, my kids are going to HBCUs. Now, obviously, I went to HBCU. He went to the same HBCU. Shout out Southern University, BR. You went to PWI.
Sure did.
I have no allegiance to saying my kids have to go to HBCU. Like, none at all. Matter of fact, if I had to do it over again, there's probably a good chance that I would go to PWI.
I would just have that conversation with somebody the other day too about if I had a chance to do it all over again, I'd probably do the entire thing differently. The education thing.
Okay, explain.
First of all, I would have went to a JUCO for the first 2 years to save some money, because no one gives a fuck about where you went to school your first 2 years.
Agreed.
You see what I'm saying? So because like when you're talking about getting a job and where you got your degree from, and no one gives a fuck. Let's just be honest about it. Education is overrated.
Right.
You know, it gets your foot in the door, it gets you to the interview, but at the end of the day, you know, you're gonna end up at the end of the day. It's very possible, especially in business and different areas of business, you could end up where your boss has less degrees than you, but they have more experience than you.
Right.
So even with that, what I'm saying is that no one really dissects your degree. What'd you get? They just, what'd you get your degree in? Marketing? Okay, they'll never hear that again. They'll never even ask that again. They'll never even ask, did you go to the unit to Southern Miss for 4 years? No one asked that shit.
Right.
But I took that shit and I took a bigger loan because I felt like I was too fucking good to go to Pearl River or something. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm too good to go to the JUCO.
Right.
So if I had to do it all over again, I would have went to the JUCO for 2 years. But to tie back to what you said, I'm very adamant about, I love the HBCU concept and things, but I know for a fact I'm not going to push that on my child.
I think you bring up something different, because I am, it's weird, dog. I'm not with the JUCO thing. I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get it, because it's way cheaper. Mm-hmm. Way cheaper. Mm-hmm. But I guess the experience that I had, I sound hypocritical, the experience that I had going to Southern University.
You're sounding hypocritical.
Huh?
Yeah, you are.
I wouldn't change it for the world, though, dog. Like, I wouldn't change.
I'd change it for the world. I'd change it for the world. Like, did I have? Yes, I became the bruz in my second year of school. Could have did that when I got in the third. I would have been a little younger of a bruh, but you know, it's all good. Fuck that. But what I was saying, I want my kids to go to I'd prefer them to go to a 4-year university, but things are changing these days. Like, I would want my kid to go. Now, one thing I would want them to do is, your ass go stay in that dorm for a couple years. Go get that experience.
Yes, you need the dorm experience.
You need that dorm experience. But a lot of the kids nowadays, the dorms are like apartments anyway, because of the way things change.
It ain't the same.
So you're not getting that hood.
But that's what I'm saying.
That shit is raggedy as fuck. Go live in that motherfucking shit.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, them first 2 years at Southern, you was in the raggediest of the raggedy.
Yeah.
You know, and it taught you a lot. It taught you how to live with people.
All right. Mom wasn't sending that money. Mom wasn't cooking for you every night no more. You in these fucking dorms, you gotta live with people, niggas right across the hall, on both sides of that motherfucker. Your room, hot plate. Your room literally got one window in that motherfucker.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and then but the thing, that's what I'm saying. These new kids. Well, here we go with that. Dorms are not what the same dorms used to be back in the day.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Now
they got on campus apartments and shit.
Yeah. Now you literally have your own bathroom.
Yeah.
Nigga, we had a shower. Get your shower shoes. A part of your school supply was shower shoes.
Well, shower shoes, exactly.
Because you was in the shower and a motherfucker was next to you. We had walls at ours, but I've been to schools that did not have walls.
Where it's open.
It's open like a goddamn football
locker room. Yeah.
Well, ours at Southern Miss, we had walls. But to even think to this day with COVID and shit, damn man, we was out here bad.
We was out here bad. We was out here bad, dog.
You were literally showering and somebody like under the stall next to you and shit. Water probably just rolling in your
yeah, all y'all water mixed up and everything, dog. Like it's nasty not to have shower shoes. Like that's nasty as hell, dog. But nah, dog, it's one of those situations where I'm just like, as an educator, it's the first quote that I put up in my classroom, dog. Don't let schooling get in the way of your education. Albert Einstein. Don't let schooling get in the way of your education. Like, because our schooling system is antiquated, dog. Is built to put you on a factory line. I mean, they have bells and you have to sit in rows and columns and you get a task and you turn. It's just push button.
Yeah.
And we don't live in that world anymore, dog. Like the world is different, dog. Yep. And school hasn't caught up with it. And so I guess the first thing is that I don't really believe in the whole, what we were taught and ingrained in us, where you go to school, you go to high school, you graduate from high school, you gotta go to college.
Yeah.
You graduate from college, you probably need a post-undergrad degree and get your master's and then go get a job and shit. Like I don't really believe in that no more, dad.
Yeah, that's what I meant by I went to Pearl River or JUCO and figured the education shit out a little bit different, because I don't believe in that anymore. I feel like you can get into this entrepreneurship or these different jobs and things and creating your own shit, or maybe getting your foot in the door with some of these jobs a little earlier nowadays. These younger motherfuckers have a better opportunity, because we were always taught, stay in school, it's your best move. Like, that was literally a slogan. Yeah. Stay in school is your best move type shit.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're teaching this next generation that.
And now, let me ask you this. Do you think, again, are we being hypocritical because the life that we have is because of the decisions that we made? And we made the decision to go to a 4-year university, graduate, get out in the workforce, and because we did those things, we are able to live the lives that we live. Are we being hypocrites now, saying, "Oh, that ain't what should be done"? Nah, nigga, that's why where we are.
You're right.
So again, I think right now we're living in a transitional period.
Yeah.
And there's a lot, and us as Gen, we're millennials, but I think we're zennials.
Yeah,
I think is the term. Like we're in between millennials and Gen X.
Is it X?
X. Yeah, because X was like if you was a 70s baby. Yeah, and then you got your millennials that was like 92 on. So we're kind of right in that middle, which they call us zennials. And I think we are the transition generation. And I think for all of the traditional thoughts about everything, everything under the sun, everything that we talk about on the podcast, we are the ones that will be the last ones to have experienced all of those things. Yeah, because these millennials, they don't think like us.
Oh, fuck no.
And so
I actually love how they think, and how I love the differences that they I love some of the most of the differences now.
At
First, I was like, these motherfuckers are whack. These little ass kids, but as they've grown up and we've gotten older, and so have they, I'm understanding them more, and I actually enjoy to see that shit in them. Some of the things that they're doing, but like you said, they're gonna see things that we've never seen before. They're gonna see things, and they're also gonna miss out on things that we've seen that they've never seen.
Right.
They've damn near about to have their first black vice president. You see what I'm saying? And we were surprised to get Obama. Now we got a woman that could potentially get in there.
Right.
And that's gonna be a whole nother shit that they get to experience.
So let's talk about that.
Let's talk about Kamala. Because we've had an episode. Because we've had an episode on her before. We have.
Yeah.
We talked about Kamala. So
yeah.
Let me pour me a drink before we talk about it.
Toast up to Kamala.
Yeah, toast up to her. I'm gonna pour it in my shot glass for this one. I'm gonna put a crown in.
Man.
So, all right.
I'm gonna let you speak on it, Dad.
You want me to? We gonna speak on it, but let me start it.
Okay.
Because I think you might go a whole nother direction than me. I don't know. All right. So, Kamala. Let me tell y'all about Kamala. Kamala is like, okay, it took me a couple days to, really decide how I felt about this. So I felt about this, her being selected as Joe Biden's running mate.
Is that a point right there, though?
Is what?
That it took you a couple days to see how you felt about it?
It did.
That's a point.
It did take me a couple days to see how I felt about it, because I just wasn't about to just jump on board when just a couple months ago, I was like, Andrew Yang. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't for her as the president.
But and I was just about to say that.
We're gonna try to talk through this.
If you remember, we were like, when she first came out saying that she was gonna run, I remember our first response was, "Bitch, we ain't voting for you just because you black."
Right? Who the fuck are you? We were like, who the fuck are you? We were like, fuck Ricky Smiley got to say about you. We want to know who you are, and we didn't even know. Okay, well, damn. Oh, district attorney or whatever fuck your job is over there in California. And you sent a lot of black people to jail. Okay?
You sent a whole lot of black people to jail.
So let me tell you how I feel about Kamala now. I'm gonna start this by saying that Kamala is to me, she's my drunk. I'm the only child, right? I would want to say she's like my drunk sister. Or she's my drunk auntie.
Okay.
So I say that to say this. Only we can talk about Kamala. We got Kamala back. We're going to have her back. We're going to have to. If she's going to be the vice president.
She got it. She got the nod.
She got the nod. So only us can talk about Kamala.
We got you.
We got you back. But
God damn,
we remember who the fuck you sent to jail. We remember your ex job. I didn't trust you then. Don't really trust you now. I trust you more than this orange motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm not so woke and so stuck on this. Well, Kamala did this, Joe Biden did that. Then I'm gonna let this motherfucker be in there another 4 years. It's gonna really fuck us up, dog. So just on some serious shit, I'm ready to talk about her motherfucking raggedy ass, but only we can talk about her.
Only us.
And we gonna vote for her.
Yeah.
You know
we gonna vote for her.
But
9 loving black people ass.
We gonna vote for her motherfucking ass with her white husband.
Now, okay.
Nigga,
so
I ain't forget. That motherfucker got a white husband. So you lose a couple points over there.
We got a lot of white wives, though.
We do.
Niggas got a lot of white wives.
We do. That's true.
And I don't know if we can get on her neck about it.
I'm not, but I'm still gonna mention it. I ain't forgot it.
Here's how I feel about Kamala.
All right, what you feel about it?
You know how you said Kamala's your drunk auntie?
Uh-huh.
And we the only ones that can talk about her?
Yeah.
This is my spin on Kamala. Kamala is that chick to me. That no, we got a black family, and we got some that went to school, but we got some hood niggas in our family too. And Kamala's that judgmental ass auntie. Like, she's the auntie that's always gonna tell you what the fuck you doing wrong. Like, and she's the motherfucker that you know you got that cousin that might steal here and there. You don't never really want to leave him at your house by himself.
Yep.
She that motherfucker that's gonna tell that cousin he can't even come to her house.
Right.
Like,
she a mean auntie that watch the first cousin when they come over to the house.
Yeah, she's that
probably had plastic on her couch.
Yeah, she is that auntie that whipped you.
I agree.
She that auntie that whipped you. And like that strict. She the auntie that you didn't want to go to her house.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go to see Kamala house.
Because it's not that she bad, but she would hold you accountable for what the fuck you did.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's just the. Which you ain't like her. You ain't like her. She a mean auntie.
Right.
Like I got an auntie that's mean as shit. I got one that's mean. The rest of them I love them to death, but one she mean as motherfucker.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't put nothing past her. I go to her house right now and say what you got to eat in this kitchen, and she gonna tell my grown ass, if you don't get your ass out of my kitchen and go wash your hands.
Right.
Like,
that's Kamala.
You just came from outside. Goddamn, I just walked in the house.
That's Kamala.
That's Kamala.
That auntie that's like, hey, we got anything to eat? She's gonna be like, I told you I was cooking at 7. Your ass came in the house at 7:15. It's all put up now. Right. It's all put up. Kitchen clothes.
Like kitchen clothes.
Kitchen clothes. Take your ass to bed.
So let me ask you this: is she? I mean, I don't know who else. Like, maybe you might have thought of somebody else. Is she the right choice for Joe Biden?
I mean, I would have picked somebody different.
Yeah.
I would have picked somebody different. Honestly, the person who I wanted him to pick was Amy Klobuchar. That's who I wanted him to pick. But with that being said, I'm not mad at the pick. I think that's the best way I describe it. I'm not mad at the pick.
Yeah.
It wasn't my first choice. And and honestly, it's just something about Kamala. Look, I love the fact that Kamala went to Howard. I love the fact that she the K's. Mm-hmm. I mean, that tells you a little bit about who she is. Yeah. She has a true Indian mom. She has a Jamaican dad. Mm-hmm. I mean, she black. Black.
Yeah, she black.
Her Indian mother raised her as a black woman. So she black. But it's hard to look past all of those California years, when she was locking us up. Now, let me say this, and this was something that was brought to my attention, and it's something that I can't really argue. There was a lot of black people during that time that was asking for all of that.
Yeah. Keep speaking on that, please. Let me find
we as a quote unquote people during the 90s, we were asking for all of those criminal justice moves. Like when Clinton was in office and the crime bill came through and 3 strikes, all of those things, all of those motherfuckers in Congress was pushing for that. All of these civic leaders and all of our ministers and the black mothers, they were all forward.
They hands bloody too.
Yeah,
their hands are bloody too when it comes to that. Because I was actually, I was trying to find it on Instagram. I don't know who the hell posted it, but I was reading that when you break down the cases that she had during that time, that it was a lot of times when she wasn't fully charging or fully pursuing low crime people. Like, we just take this shit because that's what the news gave us and said she was an attorney general or defense, whatever the fuck her job was.
She was the Attorney General of California.
Yeah, so that means that you lock motherfuckers up. That was their fucking job.
Yeah.
You know, like
you're the top.
You shouldn't have to go talk to this motherfucker if you stay your ass out of trouble. You see what I'm saying? Right. So she gets a bad rap for that, which she did some foul shit. Joe Biden did some foul shit.
I don't know. That's my point though, right? I don't know if she really did no foul shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the position.
Exactly.
It was the position that she was in, and
if I'm a judge, you murder somebody, I give you life. Am I wrong? Because I gave you life.
Right. That's my point.
Murdered somebody.
Let's make it even more like. If you're a drug dealer, I mean, let's call a spade a spade. If you're a drug dealer and you done got popped for the third time, is it my fault if now my hands are tied?
Right. Yeah. The law, and that's the thing. We talk about Bill Clinton was one that made the 3 strikes law. Nigga, how many laws do we need?
How many chances do you need?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. How many strikes do we need? That's what I meant to say. Right. Strikes do we need? Would it have been better if Bill said 5 strikes? Nigga, stop fucking stop robbing motherfuckers.
Stop. Yeah.
You're on probation. Stop. So that's where I think that sometimes we are so much against the law that we forget, how are we even discussing this law? How did we get here?
And I guess that a part of me is like, yes, I get the pushback to what we're saying right now is, well, we were over policed, and it was a disproportionate amount of black men, especially, and brown men that were getting arrested and getting charged and all of these different things. But at the same time, were you not doing it? Like, were you not selling drugs? And the bad part about it is I don't consider weed a drug.
Yeah. But it was at that time.
But it was at that time.
And they told you to stop fucking doing it.
Right, and we could debate that all night. Yeah, but at the time, you knew what it was. Yeah. And you made a decision. And so and you gotta remember, dog, there was a lot of us being killed every single day. Like I mean, dog, like gang violence was real.
Yep.
Like that Boys in the Hood shit was real. So for me to look at Kamala right now and be like, oh, she did us dirty. Did she really?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. We I don't know. I mean, I said it's more like at some point we gotta stop just blaming the law. At some point we gotta stop blaming the laws and blaming the judges on shit that we did.
Right.
We can't sit here and keep saying that shit's fucked up. If we go to jail 3 times, we get a life sentence. Nigga, 3 times? How many times?
All I need is 3 minutes. 3 minutes of that thing, and I'm straight.
You don't want to go back up in there, bruh. At some point, you shouldn't want to be up in that motherfucker. But if you keep acting like you want to go back, then your ass is going back.
Right. And I can't blame our future vice president for doing the job she had to do. Now, I'm saying all of that.
And I ask y'all not to as well.
Right.
Y'all don't
and I say all of that only because she's the vice presidential nominee now.
Only
because if she wasn't, I wouldn't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck about y'all being mad at her or me being mad at her. At this point, she is gonna be our vice president, so we gotta say fuck it and move forward and vote this motherfucker in, because we're voting for more than just Biden, more than just her. We're voting for all the positions that Biden gets to put in office. At this point, I feel like by voting for Biden, I'm probably voting for Andrew Yang because he gonna get a job.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
You're voting for
the party,
Supreme Court
justice. The area, the Supreme Court justice, the next one to come in when the old lady fucking died. Cause she half dead 3 times.
Roof out of there.
Roof. She the next to die.
Listen, Roof is holding on.
What's her last name, man? Roof
like,
something.
I can't die until we get Trump out this bitch.
She like, no, nigga, I'm not going nowhere.
Roof is like, God,
give me just a minute.
Just let me just get one. Hold on.
Wait. No, wait. I got another one for you. I got another question for you.
All
right. So I was kind of mentioned it earlier. So we're sitting here talking about, you know, how shit is going and how people are reacting to this shit. Dog. And I was about to complain on niggas in group text messages and shit like that. They just go overboard with this shit.
Right.
Is there a certain point when a motherfucker just gets on your nerves enough and you just stop listening to them, period? Or let me ask you an even better question. If you're dating someone, at what extreme of their activism and wokeness, at what point do you be like, nigga,
when is your wokeness a deal breaker?
Yeah, it's a deal breaker. I'm done. I've had enough. You're too woke for me. like, okay, I went to the first riot. I mean, I went to the first march with you. We've been to the last 3 weekend marches. Like, can we just cook dinner or something, babe? Like, can we just watch a movie that...
Bitch, you going by yourself.
Can we just...
Straight up.
Can we just watch a comedy movie with it not being about, the black man always gotta be the crackhead? Like, look, this is...
Can I watch a non-conscious movie with you, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Look, can I watch fucking Dumb and Dumber?
Can I not watch a documentary on fucking YouTube?
I just want to laugh.
Can I watch fucking Guy Ferrari's grocery games? Motherfucker, leave me alone. Like...
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Like, what's too much for you? Like, what would make... If your wife, your girlfriend, whatever it may be that's out there in this world... If you were, if you were just that guy or whatever, what would you say would be the thing that say, babe, I can't do that?
I think it's when the shit start coming to me. Like, when you start being woke with me, like, hey, you can't eat that. The white man made that. That got them MGOs in it. Like, bitch, stop. Like, let me eat my goddamn Whopper. Fuck. Like, that's when I'm done. Like, no, so you just gonna cut your hair? Why you getting that lining?
Why you lining yourself up?
Why you lining yourself up?
That's what the white man say you got to do.
You conform into the... man, shut up.
Shut up, bitch.
Right.
God damn.
Right. Shut your vegan ass, super woke ass up.
Like I said, at some point it's gotta, like, damn, man, can you relax? You know what I'm saying?
Bitch, breathe.
Breathe. Take a chill pill. Calm down. Let's just enjoy this fucking movie. And not talk about the producers and everybody else.
Right.
We just watch the fucking movie.
Hollywood has a bias against... Man, shut the fuck up. I want to watch Avengers.
Right.
Shit. Can I watch Avengers, bitch? Damn. Wakanda forever. All that. Yeah, let's go. No, that's the only one I can watch now.
The police done killed somebody. Let's go get them tonight.
No,
I got the guns ready. I got the guns. Hold up. Oh, wait a minute.
Look, hey, I got some pre-made signs for us. Bitch, stop. No.
We can fight the battle another way. Like, let's chill out, man.
Let's
go to a black-owned restaurant, baby.
And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, let's not take it too far. Them motherfuckers think that we making a joke out of it. We're not making a joke out of it. We're not making a joke out of it. We're just saying that.
Nah, fuck y'all. I am.
I'm just saying that some of you motherfuckers is overboard.
Yeah, y'all overboard with it.
Y'all just
I don't want it to be a trend. I don't want us to be on some, Black Lives Matter this week, and then like next week, which this is something that gets on my nerves. Like next week, you see T-shirts with crossing guards' lives matter. like janitors' lives matter.
I think I hate that shit too, though. I feel like that's like
shot girls' lives matter.
I feel like that's like a shot at us or some shit, dog. Like, really?
But who do it?
Bars matter, or bar owners matter, or
look, fucking hairdressers' lives matter. Like, bitch, shut up, bitch.
Shut up, bitch.
But I don't want it to be a trend. I don't want us to have this moment in time.
All of that stuff is true. All of that type of stuff is
true.
Know.
But that's what I'm saying. So like, I'm not with that idea of kind of. You remember when it was Straight Outta Compton, and then it was straight out of everything.
Yeah.
You know, straight out
of every little city in America.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that became the trend.
It was a trend.
That became a trend. Black Lives Matter shouldn't be a trend.
Like the Straight Outta Compton and shirts and shit. I was like, nigga, I didn't even know you was from there. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Straight out of Flint. Nigga, I thought you was from Dallas, nigga.
Right.
I ain't never heard you mention Flint, Michigan, or trying to take some water back to your niggas. Like, that I don't like the trendy type shit.
Exactly. So in that sense of the situation, I can respect somebody that's on their shit consistently. Like, they're not getting caught up in it's just for this moment where we're in the movement, and then from there is I'm just buying a t-shirt from this Instagram ad.
Yeah.
You know, but there is a point where I'm like, all right, dog, let's just chill, man. Like, let's have a weekend. Let's take a vacation from the wokeness. Yeah, bitch, let me sleep.
Yeah. Can I just watch basketball? That's how we want to say. That's how we want to say that. That's how we want to say the text in the group text. This niggas like, dog. Can I just watch the NBA in the bubble, dog?
Well, you know, professional sports is just the millennial slavery. And you got these owners. That's why they call them owners. And you got the owners and the black man. Shut the fuck up, dog.
I even saw somebody say something one time about the master bedroom in a house.
Exactly.
God damn, can I just know where my room gonna be at, man? I don't give a fuck about you calling this the master bedroom, man. I don't care. Where's the bigger bathroom? The bigger bedroom, right. The bigger bathroom. Some motherfuckers should be too fucking woke, dog. Sometimes I wish, you know, I'm good now. I'm happy. Sometimes I wish that every man or every woman or whatever had the opportunity to build their own spouse. Perfect person.
Yes.
I feel like it would if we could sit down and just build our own person.
Build a bitch.
Build a bear.
Yeah, let's build a
bitch. Let's build a bear. Let's build a bear. We'll call them bears, so we don't have to say the word bitch like that. Build a bear. Build a bear.
That's disrespectful.
Yes. So let's say
build a bear.
Because bears can be little, they don't have to be big. So when we say bear, we don't have to be meaning like a big girl or a big person or something. You know what I'm saying? Build a bear. What would be like? But you gotta have points allotted. Like you can't. Oh yeah, you gotta you can't just say I want all this.
It can't be.
I got $100.
You can't do the slider to 100.
Yeah. You got like $100 to spend. That's gonna cost you 20, or that's gonna cost you 10.
Yeah.
What would be so if you had
what would you start with?
What would I start with? That would be like what's my must have? My number one thing that if I had to build my own bear, build a spouse, build a bear, whatever. Okay. The number one thing is she has to be fine to me. Okay. I need that physical attraction. You have to be physically attractive for me. We're talking about my bear, people. We're not talking about your bear. We're not asking you. Oh, it physically doesn't matter.
Breaking down fine. Do you? No. You can't just have fine.
No, that's what I said. You have to be physically attractive to me.
No. You gotta break that down. Like, what's the first feature that you're giving them?
The very first feature, she has to have a pretty face or smile. I feel like that's one.
Okay.
That's number one. You have to have a pretty face or smile. If you don't have that,
okay,
you don't have a fucking chance with me. Ever in my entire life in this game of, of all this shit. Of growing up, becoming a man and finding my one and all of this shit. Being in relationships and shit. You gotta have a pretty face, pretty smile. Number one for me.
So the number one Build-A-Bear feature, first drafted off the board, is pretty smile.
If Steve Harvey was here, I'd say pretty smile. Put it on the board.
Pretty smile on the board.
Pretty
gotcha.
Smile. Got to.
Got it. I think I would agree.
Would you say that would be your first one, or that would just be high on your list?
I think, yeah, that might be first, dog.
But for you, you might not even, because I said physical attraction for me is the number one thing. Is that the same thing for you though?
Yes.
You even go there, so you're there.
Yeah.
So
yes. And let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because you already know people gonna get in the fucking comment. Hey, y'all so shallow. Just shut up.
Shut up.
Because if I'm not attracted to you, I'ma cheat on you. Point blank. Period.
Correct.
If I'm not attracted to you, I'ma cheat on you.
Correct.
All right.
Hands down.
Enough said.
Next.
Okay.
That's
Next.
number one on the board. Write that down.
Right.
Write that down.
All right. So pretty smile.
Pretty smile.
All right. I'm gonna get the next pick. Okay. So the next pick in the Build-A-Bear draft, I think I have to go. Oh, that's tough. I think I have to go. Ah, dang.
So wait, are you still within the first category of looks, or did we just say looks number one?
I think we opening it up.
Okay, so we already decided it was looks, but we decided the first thing of the looks was the smile.
Is the smile, yes.
So
the smile.
So we're just gonna move past looks, because we don't have to go into does she need a big booty or
no. I think we do.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I think we do.
Okay,
but I don't think it has to be next.
Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine with that.
I think
face smile one. What is two?
I think two, and this is just me, people. Just me.
Say what you mean and mean what you say.
This is just me. I think, and this is gonna sound weird, but y'all gotta feel me on this. She has to be one of the guys.
She has to be one of the guys.
And let me explain what I mean by that.
Do you care to elaborate?
Yeah. Let me elaborate on that. She has to understand that she has to appreciate and be cool with just having a beer and watching the game.
Okay.
She got to be cool with that.
Okay.
She got to, if I want to go paintball, she got to be with it.
Okay.
Like
that's you. That's you.
Yeah, that's me. Like I have to have, if I'm building my perfect chick, she has to be able to hang out.
Okay. So I would say that's pretty close to my second one.
Okay.
I would say that's pretty close to my second must have. But I wouldn't narrow it down.
But you different than I am on that.
Yeah, very, very different. But it's the same thing. I wouldn't say she has to be one of the guys. But I would say that interaction and communication is very important to me. Like, you don't have to be one of the guys, but you have to understand. But you have to be able to understand when it's Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah.
The NBA playoffs just started.
Yeah.
It's March. Madness. Football season just kicked off. So to tie that back to You're one of the guys. I would accept that if that's what you mean by that.
Yeah,
Because you have to
you
be
gotta
able
know.
to know and understand. We have to be able to communicate, and we have to be able to talk about these things. So to say one of the guys, I don't really care for the verbiage on it, but I know what you mean, and I
Yeah.
agree with that. Because if you're not cute with a pretty smile, and we can't communicate and know what's going on, ain't nothing else to talk about. Your booty can be big as goddamn
Yeah.
whatever. It doesn't
All right.
matter.
It don't matter.
It's
It don't matter.
irrelevant.
You just a booty at that point.
You just a booty at that point. If I
Yeah.
can't talk to you, if you're not pretty, I can't talk to you. There's nothing else to talk about. This
Right.
bear ain't gonna happen.
See, that's the thing. And I think that's where we differ in what we're saying a little bit. Like, you want, and I know this is important to you, you want somebody, if you're building your bear, that is going to understand where you with the fellas.
Yeah,
And it's not a problem.
yeah,
What I'm saying is, I want my chick that can hang with the fellas, and it's not the problem.
yeah. And I'm
See,
and-
that's
and
two different things.
That's two different things. That's two different things. I don't have a problem with hanging with the fellas, but I also want there to be an understanding of, all right, I'm gonna just go ahead and go with my girls.
Okay, so now you was getting to my third one. That's my third one. You gotta have your own life.
You gotta have your own friends.
You gotta have your own life.
Got to. She gotta have
Got
her own
to.
friends. So we gonna build a girl. We gonna throw some stuff in the cup. We got a pretty face. We got what do we say?
We got
Attitude. Like the fellas, kind of cool, kind of.
yeah, cool.
You
Let's
gotta be
just say
cool. You gotta be cool.
You gotta be cool.
Pretty face.
You gotta be cool.
You gotta be cool. And then the third one was what?
You gotta have your own
friends.
life.
Yeah, you gotta.
You gotta have your own
so we gonna
friends.
throw
You
that
gotta
in the
have your
pot,
own
too.
thing. Like,
But we're thinking
yeah.
about you there. We're thinking about you there, though. We're thinking about her there, though. It's like, hey,
no, fuck you.
we
I'm
want
thinking
you-
about me. Fuck that. I'm thinking about me.
I'm thinking that. Oh, I want you to
Every
have some
time
friends.
you want to do something, the only way you can do something is with me. It's a problem.
A fucking problem.
It's a problem. Yeah, every weekend if I'm out, you sitting at the house bored, it's a problem because you know what you gonna be doing?
I think those things make
calling me.
I think those things. That's what I want women to understand when guys say that. It's not that we're making. It's not that we're like, get away from me. I think it makes the relationship stronger.
It does.
I think that I want you to say, honey, me and the girls are gonna go to Miami.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Peace.
I'm with
Go
that.
have
Please
fun.
and thank you.
Please go have fun. I have no problem with that. But
Please.
when I go, I don't want to hear nothing about it. So I want you to have friends too.
Yes.
I have never understood, because we know that, ladies and gentlemen, I know we have more women that listen to this than guys. Women, stop arguing with your boyfriend, your husband the day before he leaves town. We know y'all do that shit. Oh my God.
Oh.
It's always something.
The
Why?
only thing you need to say is, baby, have fun. See you when you get back.
See you when you get back.
That's it.
Y'all want to argue about not going to lunch that day and we only out of town for 3 days.
That's it.
It's always something for a trip.
All right. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this, ladies. If I'm going on a trip on Friday with the boys,
Oh, it's on Thursday.
bitch, I'm not obligated to do shit with you on Thursday.
It's on
Like,
Thursday.
I am not. No.
Like, it's
No.
on Thursday, bro. That's the
No.
way women think. If you leaving town
No.
Friday, you going home. You going here, you going there. If you
No.
leaving town Friday, Thursday, we sleeping together. We gonna cuddle. We gonna watch movies. The moment you get off where you gonna pack right in front of me.
Like,
Damn,
no.
can I even think about what I want to wear? Because I haven't packed
Right.
shit. But now I got to sit here and hang out with you all night. I don't know how an argument always happens before the trip. But it always happens.
Like, no. Bitch, get your life. Get your life.
I don't know why women do that. But women, y'all do that shit. Y'all find anything to argue about before your man, your husband, or whatever leaves town.
Like for some reason, the day before your man leaves town, you have nothing to do. You have nothing to do but watch me.
But but they do that because they want to be with you before you go.
Get a life. That's my point. That's why number 3 is so important. Bitch, you gotta have a life.
Gotta have a life. Have a life.
Fuck.
All right, let's stick to the list. What's next? What's next?
Okay, I think. Okay.
So we got the face. We got the face, the attitude, the cool. Face. What is the
cool?
The face, the cool. Some friends.
Your own friends.
Life.
I think what's next. I think what's next for me. You gotta be fine. And when I say fine,
that's completely separate from a pretty face, pretty smile.
Yes.
So you can have a pretty face, pretty smile and not be fine.
You have to have a good chest to midsection to ass ratio.
Yeah. You gotta have a good. Let's just narrow it down. Say a good ratio.
You gotta have a good ratio.
You gotta have a good body ratio.
Yeah, I don't need a huge, gigantic fake booty. I don't need all that. Mm-hmm. I don't need no big stupid titties. Like you ain't gotta fucking have a rib removed to have the smallest waist and whatnot. They do. Is that what they do? I think people do that. Yeah, I think people do that. But you gotta have a good ratio.
Yeah, agreed. You gotta be in some type of. But then now let's also say this, that a ratio has to be, if some guys want to agree with this list, or if women want to take this list as far as what guys are thinking of, I would say that the ratio that we're referring to is the ratio that he want.
Right.
Because my ratio might be different from your ratio.
Yeah.
I like mine short.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
I like mine tall.
That's fine. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. but some guys like they girl big.
yeah, no doubt.
I don't. I think we're kind of on the same ratio type thing that we thinking of, So it's
no, but
even us,
even we're different. I'm way more muscular, athletic.
Yeah, and I don't like that shit.
And you don't like that at all.
I don't like that shit. I'm okay, but I'm okay with whatever makes you happy. But I want to just clarify that us men are so different that this ratio that we're referring to could be here and here. Like it could be way different sides.
Different
because we niggas are so different. Some niggas like big girls. I just don't like big girls.
Yeah.
Some niggas like girls that are petite and skinny and things like that.
And I don't like that.
You see what I'm saying? And some niggas like girls that got muscles. Some niggas like girls with the cute waist, thin in the waist, cute in face, big old booty, right in place, whatever, some shit like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know who lyrics that was or if it is even lyrics, but you get the point. You see what I'm saying? Everybody got a type. So that can just narrow it down to a type.
Yeah. Everybody at that point, I think like you said, like the old adage of what is it, 34, 24, 36? What was the brick house measurement? Mm-hmm. 36 or whatever the fuck that shit is. Yeah, whatever. That's not where we at anymore. Yeah, not at all. Everybody has.
Bitch, I've been trying to get out of 34 forever. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a little back down to 32, 32 and 8 one day, But I don't want 36. I don't want a 40 in the waist.
Yeah.
I don't really want like fucking 2 big ass titties. This is not my style.
I'm with you. I don't need 2 big ass titties.
I don't need that shit. This is not my thing.
No, it ain't. That ain't for me.
It's not impressive.
No, I don't need a big fake looking booty. I don't need that.
Yeah.
I ain't tripping if you got it.
Yeah.
But I don't need it.
Yeah, I mean, Megan's kind of big.
Yeah, okay.
It's kind of thick.
Yeah, let's touch on that. Let's touch on that. This is what gets you X'd off in my book.
What was that?
If your thigh is this big,
yeah,
your ass is this big, where it looks like that shit don't match.
That's proportionately your ratio.
Yeah, when your thigh to ass ratio is off, I can't fuck with you.
Yeah, man.
I can't fuck with you.
I agree. I just think there's a thin line. There's a thin line between thick and fat.
There is.
There's a thin line, ladies. I'm sorry. It's true. We're not shaming.
Yeah.
But it's true. But there's somebody for everybody.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's go back to our list because this ain't about everybody else.
There's a thin line between fine and weird. Like,
yeah.
Like there's like you can be fine, but if you start doing too much to yourself, it starts getting a little weird.
Yeah, like you started kind of turning into like too much of a Barbie doll. Like
exactly,
your titties are too big.
Yeah,
proportionately to your
ass
waist
is too big.
Yeah,
your ass to thigh ratio ain't right.
Yeah, I think that's very important. So
are those big waisted chicks like with the big hips, like the hips go out to who knows where, and then they got these little pencil ankles. Like, and then the chicks, they always wear the thinnest little heels, and you be wondering like, damn, how that heel holding up? I know she rolled her ankle or two.
That's a strong ass heel, nigga.
I know she done rolled her ankle before. Like, cause it's too, like, the balance should be off. It's just a balancing act walking like that with their ratio.
No, I have to say, so I mean, it's kind of the next.
What's your next thing?
It's kind of, my next thing is kind of in the same area, but it's not. No, you know what? No, it's not. It's not in the same area. So I'm gonna say this openly. If I hear backlash on it, who gives a shit? We're on like number 4, so it's not really like a top priority,
right?
But it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I have to be. You know, I don't even know I want to say. No, the sex has to be good.
No, I don't even know what you hemming and hawing about.
Because I was trying to get to sexual appeal, but you can have sex appeal and the sex be trash. So I didn't want to say that.
Yes.
I didn't want to say that.
Yeah.
So the sex has to be good. You see what I'm saying? Like, I have to enjoy having sex with you.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just what it is.
I'm kind of shocked that was so low on the list.
Yeah, like we kind of left that off.
I don't know if we left it off though, but I'm shocked that it's that low. Because what would it?
We're growing up, man.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. What would
back in the day? That would have been early.
Back in the day, that might have been number 1.
Yeah, you could have had a not pretty face. Well, no, the face has always been important.
We are talking about an old lady.
Yeah, like, you're right.
We ain't talking about just
you're right.
So you talking about an old lady.
You're right.
The face was always gonna be there.
Yeah, you're right.
But I think I don't think we would have got past 3.
Agree.
Yeah, I don't think we would have got past 3. Dog.
Agree. But yeah, I think at that point, sex is definitely coming into play in this conversation.
And I don't know how far we want to go into that, but like when you say sex, is it head versus actual sex, or is it all combined, or did you keep them separate?
I'll answer that. It's gonna sound generic, but I'm kind of trying to speak for all men a little bit here, and say that it's whatever that particular man is sexually into. But if I was to build the generic list of where sex falls in, this is where sex would be at. Whether it's just he got to make sure he has sex every day, but even if it's fucking missionary every time, got to have sex every day, or it's but when we fucking, we having a great fucking time, oral sex is always involved. I'm shooting the club up, things like that. But sex is here on the totem pole when we're talking about what's next. The importance of my bear that I'm building. We have to be sexually compatible.
Okay.
I can't be a freak and she's not and my bear is not a freak. Or my bear can't be a freak and I'm not a freak. That's what I mean by that. Sexual compatibility.
I'm with that. I like that term.
Okay.
Sexual compatibility.
Sexual compatibility.
Sexual compatibility has to be next. I'm with that.
Okay.
I'm still I'm really shocked the fact that it falls at 5.
What would you okay, now that we've said 5, what would you potentially move it over? Having friends?
No, I can't do it though. I can't do it because I'm grown.
Yeah, we
grown
now.
I'm grown. As a grown fucking man, it's 5. As a grown fucking, and you know what that just means? That simply means I like my peace over my nut. I like my peace over my nut.
Fucking right.
That's the grown man in me.
Them young niggas don't understand that yet.
Man,
They rather deal with a crazy bitch.
Give me peace.
They'd rather deal with a crazy bitch that they really don't like that'll let them nut than to fucking have peace and just figure that shit out later, man.
Nah, that is exactly what that is. Like that is us being old. All right. So what's next? I'll tell you what's next for me.
What's next for you, man?
All right, what's next for me?
I'm gonna start getting personal on what's next for me, I think.
And shit, this is already personal for me. Fuck. You have to be a homemaker.
Okay.
Like, and when I say homemaker, like you gotta know how to like cook.
That was mine.
Like
I wasn't even worried about you washing dishes or no shit. I was like,
right,
nah,
like,
motherfucker, you gotta cook. You gotta be able to cook, goddamn it.
I don't think at this point in my life I can respect the chick that can't cook, let alone be with her. I don't know if I got respect for you if you can't cook, dog.
That's why I couldn't be with you if you couldn't cook. Like you got, because I can cook. You like to cook. I like to cook, but I don't need a woman that knows how to cook. But I need a woman that, if I'm building a woman, I need a woman that you got to be able to know your way around the kitchen. Like, do something around the fucking house. I'm not even saying that you got to do the woman shit. You ain't gotta wash clothes and wash dishes. Right. Those are not your specific.
I'm gonna do that anyway.
I'm gonna do that shit.
I do that regardless.
Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna do that shit anyway. But if you notice it needs to be done, do it.
Do it. Ooh, can I mention this?
Mention that.
This is important to me.
Mention that.
If I have a chick and she sees the trash needs to be taken out,
okay,
and she lets that trash sit there until I get to it.
Is that a good or a bad
thing? Because in her head,
that's a man.
That's thing. A man's job. We ain't gonna make it. I'm telling you right now, we ain't.
Okay. Let me say my side, so y'all can get on him on that if y'all want to.
We ain't gonna make it.
Let me tell you my thing. I don't have a problem with that, but if the trash is full, you don't have to take it to the dumpster, but pull that motherfucker out. Sit it out by the door or somewhere that I will know. Hey, take the trash out.
Yeah.
But don't just let it overfill and you start sitting shit on the counter or nothing.
Right.
No. You can at least pull the bag out.
Or leave it in the trash can. Get another bag and sit that bag on the floor and start filling that one up. Like, bitch,
no. Wait a minute.
Take time out to tie the fucking bag up, move it out the way, and put a new bag in. I know.
Men, really, we just want y'all to be, and that's probably one of my next ones. I don't even know how to break it down as far as what all I mean by it, but that's probably one of my next ones. I need a little independence.
Yeah,
you got to be able to do some shit by yourself.
You have to. Okay. All right, now we getting deep. Now we getting real personal. Cause I'm telling you right now, and we talking about building the perfect woman.
We're talking about perfect.
Building the perfect woman.
There might not be no perfect woman, like they say. There's no perfect upright man. But
I'm about to make an analogy with this, and I don't know if everybody gonna follow me on it, but just try.
Okay.
if we as a couple are an A, like the letter A. The letter A, you have one line going here, one line going there. Y'all like butted up against each other.
Yeah.
If we have to lean on each other to stay up, we probably not gonna make it. I want to be an M. I want to have
or
my
H.
two
or H.
RH, same thing. You feeling me? You with me? I want to be an M. I want to be two straight lines. We can stand up on our own, but we're choosing to have the little connection in the middle.
Yep.
That's where I'm at. As a grown ass man in 2020, bitch, if you can't pay your own bills, budget your fucking check, cook a meal, wash your clothes, get your oil changed. Like, I'm not saying you have to do all of those things when you're with me on your own, but if I'm not around, if I'm on a business trip, if I'm doing something, bitch, you need to be able to handle that.
You got to. That's why I say independence is on there. When I say that, I say that independence is on that list of things that have to be a part of my bear. You got to be, independent. Yeah, that's six.
That's six.
We want to keep going. We got more. What else we got?
I got more.
Yeah,
I got more. Yeah, I got more. All right. Number seven. I don't know if this is even build a chick. But in my head, when we building the perfect bear, all of these things play a role because that perfect bear is a chick that you would want to spend the rest of your life with, right?
Yeah. Or just it would be the perfect situation. It might not be perfect, but it would be the perfect.
Okay. I think I have to have. This is a tough one for me, but I think this is personal. I think I have to be able to get. I need you to. I need you to get along with my family.
Family ties.
I want you to be cool with mine, and I want to be straight with yours. Like, we ain't gotta be at each other's. I ain't gotta go to your mama's house every weekend.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to be like I hate your mama, or like she always talking shit to me, or like I think that's important. And the only reason why I say that's important is because you might blow it off early on, but eventually you gonna be like, man, your mama ain't shit.
Your mama get on my nerves.
She get on my fucking nerves.
I wouldn't say fuck
no.
That
I
bitch.
don't want to go.
I wouldn't say fuck that bitch, but you know, I know what you mean.
No, I don't want to go over there for Christmas this year. No, and then it's gonna be an argument. Like, no, I don't want to go.
I like family ties in a woman because but the reason why is because I'm the only child, so I get to miss some of that shit.
Yeah,
I think that shit is cute. Personally,
yeah,
I think that shit is cute for you to have relationships with your sisters. And
but it can go overboard.
Even it can go overboard because
it can go overboard.
I've dated and been around females who like, oh, this is my brother. You got to meet my mama. I just met you. Like, calm down. You know what I'm saying? Calm down. I don't want to talk to your mom every day and things like that. But
right.
I'm the only child, so I don't have like nieces and nephews and shit. So I think that shit is cute. So I actually like that shit. I like family ties. I think that's a good one to add on there.
That I would say it like this. That can for women, that can kind of put you over the top.
Yeah.
Like if I'm fucking with you and I still got some other situations going on, family ties can put you over the top.
Yeah.
Like that
it says a lot if you don't fuck with your mama.
Most definitely.
You're like, I understand not fucking with your daddy, but you don't fuck with your mama. Like that's a major red flag for me. If you and your mama don't get along, then man, that's like a major flag for me.
Yeah,
that would be.
You in a parent period? Like if you just all the way beefed out with your parents and you don't talk to them or something like that, I'm gonna have to dig into that shit.
Yeah, agreed.
Or like if you have a big family and you don't fuck with them at all.
Yeah.
Like I want to is it you or is it them?
All right.
You know, like I'm trying to figure it out.
All right, so let's say you can add one more thing to the pot.
All right, one more thing to the pot.
We making gumbo. That's what we should have said. We making gumbo.
We
making gumbo. All right, well, it's time to add the rice or whatever's in the gumbo, or you're topping it with it or whatever. The bay leaves. That one more little, you got to put that 3 little bay leaves in there.
Put that one little extra thing that make it yours.
That make it yours. The rest be all over the internet, but this little one thing you throw in that motherfucker. There's somebody else that, my thing with turkey necks, I throw in the zesty Italian dressing. In my turkey necks, that's my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So what's your zesty? What's your one thing? I know one thing I can't have a kangaroo. Well, that's just it happens. It happens. It's okay. It's just not a thing that I just go from the back. But
hey, now sometimes
it happens. But.
It might not be that when we start. But sometimes it just comes.
Sometimes it just comes. So I can deal with that, But what's the last thing you gotta have in that motherfucker? You gotta have family. You gotta have looks. So we're gonna go back down through the list, like our guy Big Tex does on his show. He gives you your points and he goes back through them before he gives you the last one. So we're gonna go back through them. Gotta have a pretty face. We said pretty face.
We said pretty face.
We said conversation, or what was it?
We said shit, I don't even remember no more. It was face. It was
attitude or some shit.
Attitude. It was attitude. You had to be cool. It was face. Then you had to be cool.
Because that was either attitude or just being able to chill with the homies.
Yeah, chill. Knowing when to back off. Knowing when. Yeah. If I got my boys over, you comfortable. All that shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 3. All right. Number 3 was you have to. Was that you had to? Was that your own life?
Yeah, you gotta have your own life.
3 was your own life.
3 was your own life. 4 was the sex.
4 was the sex.
Yeah.
Right. 5 was body. No. 4 was body ratio.
4 was body ratio.
4 was body ratio.
See, we already moving sex up the list.
Right.
4 was body ratio. 5 was sex.
Yeah.
And then we said something after sex. We said family. Family ties after that?
No. Then it was something independence. It was having your own life.
Independence and then family ties.
Yes.
What's the last thing you gotta have in that pot of gumbo?
You go first.
Ooh, that's hard, man. I'd have to say I kind of wanted to. What I was gonna say was gonna tie it back to independence. I just want that little hustler mentality, just a little bit, but that's independence. So I'm not gonna say that. We got the body, we got the face, we got the sex, we got the attitude, we got the family. For me, after that, it's still kind of, I don't want to keep tying things back together, but I also, I don't want to say respect, because that still kind of ties back to attitude.
Respect what though?
Like we have to respect each other, but that's communication.
Yeah, I think that's a part of
communication, and attitude and cool. So that kind of ties into that.
Yeah, that's a little different. I'm talking this is either physical trait or personality trait of this chick.
I'd have to say at this point, I don't want to say that. I'm not gonna say that.
Nah, this is the Chicken and Whiskey podcast, dog.
No, I ain't really like that one. That wasn't a good one. Mine would have to be. This is hard, man. To narrow it down to one.
Yeah, it's the next highest one. I got two in my head, and I'm
trying to narrow it down to one.
Because
I'm thinking about one, but I'm also trying to think about that one and putting the word "not" in front of it to say that you cannot have this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay,
you cannot. That goes physical. Ooh, I don't know, dog. This is hard.
You got it's just the next thing that's important to you.
The next thing that's important to me: family, friends, space, body, sex. That's basically where we are at right now. And personality. You have to have. Okay, I got you. This is it.
All right.
Humor.
Okay.
I think that's just it. You gotta be. We gotta laugh together.
That's a good one, dog.
We gotta laugh together.
That's a good one.
You know what I'm saying? I know. I would also say that.
I'm kind of surprised that ain't high.
That's another one that could be higher. Like, we gotta be able to laugh together. We can't laugh together. Then that means nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would also say, I would also kind of want to throw into that, which I also thought about it. We have to be. It's not that important to me. I think it should be. We have to be spiritually or frequency on a certain level, but I still think that ties back to being cool. Because
I absolutely think that's cool.
I also don't want to say that it's religiously or something like that.
That's still a part of.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. You don't have to go to church. You don't have to. You can go to church, but don't put that on me to go to church every weekend, because it's just not my thing.
Right.
I think that's it. I think it's like a vibe. It's an energy, a comedy, a humor. I don't want to just narrow it down to humor. It's energy. They just say that energy.
Right. Our energy gotta be
frequencies have to be. On
it has to be. It gotta be harmonious.
Yes, frequency.
It gotta be harmonious.
Energies and things. That's my next thing that I have to say.
Okay, I feel that. That's a good one. That's solid. That's pretty solid, dog. That's mature of you.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think.
What would your last one be?
I'm torn, but I think I've thought about it enough to know what's more important.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and I'm about to cheat a little bit because these two things shouldn't go together, but I'm gonna put them together just because it's my last one. You gotta have a wittiness / sassiness.
Okay.
You gotta be. You gotta be a little feisty for me.
Gotta be a little feisty.
Yeah, I think we blurred.
Oh yeah, well, I'm good now though.
But
it's back up now. Looks like
okay. But yeah, now you gotta have a little wittiness, a little spiciness. And you know the person that I think of when I think of that, and it's really important to me, is almost my perfect chick.
Who?
Claire Huxtable.
Claire Huxtable? What?
No, number one, shut up.
Wait a minute.
She is the perfect.
You're telling me after all the shit we talked about, the perfect woman for you is Claire Huxtable?
Yes.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Are you kidding me?
Man,
are you wait a minute. Stop.
What are you talking about?
Hold on.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Claire Huxtable, nigga?
Man, I can't believe you not understanding that embodiment of a woman. She is the perfect woman.
Nigga, there are so many women that you could have said before Claire Huxtable.
No, I don't see.
Y'all see what I gotta deal with? This nigga is crazy.
I don't see what's so funny.
Claire Huxtable.
What is so funny?
There's so many more women out in this world First of all, Claire Huxtable was a character.
Yes, agreed.
She doesn't have sex appeal. The sex is probably trash.
You done. You're done.
She was 40 years old, nigga. You were 12 when you were watching that shit.
But what I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying. Hold on, no.
Nigga,
this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that, like, me as a almost 40-year-old man can look at that 40-year-old woman and be like, yeah, she was it.
No, you tripping.
Okay, so who's an example of the chick you talking about? Your Build-A-Bear chick. Who's an example of that?
If I could narrow her down to one.
The closest example you can get to it.
The closest I could get to it would be
this nigga here tripping.
It would be Issa.
Fucking Megan Thee Stallion.
Yo girl, Issa Rae.
Okay.
But she's missing some of my qualities though.
Okay, but that's the closest thing we have.
She's not quite my type, but she's only missing a few things.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
We're not talking about the insecure character that's freaking on every fucking episode. I'm talking about Issa Rae.
You don't even know her like that.
I know she's an actor. I know she's cool. She's funny.
The only thing you know of her is the character.
That's not true.
That's
not true, dog.
I've seen her.
That's not true. That's not true. I'm talking about Issa Rae.
Y'all see what I gotta deal with?
I'm not talking about. I don't know what her name is on fucking
Issa.
Is it Issa on
Yes.
That shit.
You don't even watch it like that.
I actually watch a lot of awesome shit in that show. But it's Issa Rae.
They had some good sex scenes on there. We'll get into another episode.
Should we save it or should we go ahead and get into it?
We gonna save it.
Because we had an hour and 30, hour and 20.
Should
we save it or should we get into it?
We gonna save it, dog. We could get into it. What you want to do, dog?
I say
we had an hour and 30.
We had an hour and 30. That's long. Let's save it, y'all. We'll save it.
We gonna save it. We
got a great topic that this comes to. So we're gonna save it for the next.
This gonna be. Wait, we on 43.
Yeah.
To be continued. Yeah, but
we just gonna make 44 come out really fast behind this.
Yeah.
One. So we can have a whole episode about this next topic that we're trying not to go into right now.
Right.
But Issa Rae, I say Issa Rae. I actually like Taraji now. Taraji's cool.
Taraji's solid.
Taraji's one. You know, when I say that, like, could
Issa Taraji, but I think we're in that same realm of type of chick.
They got so much in common.
I absolutely think we're in that same realm.
Yeah, I agree.
But you know what's funny about the three that we mentioned, because I still think the two that you mentioned, the character of fucking, or even Felicia Rashad, period, is the predecessor to those two types of chicks.
Yeah, because they always act as kind of like a themselves type thing.
Yes,
it's really. That's why it's so easy for them to act as them.
Yeah, I don't think it's far off.
Yeah,
but the thing that jumps out to me is that we went there, and two things: we didn't go Halle Berry, just face, and we didn't go.
We put some content in the woman.
Yes, and we didn't go Cardi B.
Yeah,
just body.
Yeah,
like
the average niggas would have said that. The average niggas would have said that. I want me a Cardi B. I want me a Megan Thee Stallion. I don't give a fuck about you talking and all that shit.
I think we went straight. I think we leaned more vibe than body,
energy,
and look.
Energy.
We went more energy than look, which I think is, if there was anything that I would put out there for women to know is that a good dude, a stand-up dude, a grown-ass man, not a boy in a man's body, is going for vibe over look.
Agreed.
That's what it is.
All right.
That's my final shot, dog. That's my final shot.
I think that's a safe list to leave it at. I think that we have a great topic for the next one. We'll bring the next episode back as soon as possible because I want to talk about that. I could damn near do a whole show on the next topic. We'll talk about it in the next one.
Oh yeah.
And I think that what we can do is pour up a shot. Let's pour up a shot.
Final shots.
Final shots and closing shots. And
there it is.
Closing shots, final shots, whatever.
And you messing up our branding. That's what you're doing.
We trying to figure it out. We gonna figure it out.
You messing up our branding.
So you want to get your final shot on, and then I'll get.
Yeah, dog. My final shot is how you disrespecting Claire Huxtable. Yeah, Claire Huxtable is the epitome of the perfect black woman. There's literally no flaw with Claire Huxtable.
She's old, man. She's old. Claire
Huxtable
is probably dead.
I'm not talking about Felicia Rashad right now. I'm talking about when she was in her prime.
She was old.
She was not.
Yes, she was, nigga.
She was not. And even if she was, what difference does it make?
Nah. She was old, man. She had grown ass kids. They were like in prep school. Like
what are you talking about?
One of her kids were getting married. A couple of the kids were getting married.
Okay, season one, Claire. Season one, Claire. Shit. Dog, I can't believe you so wrapped up in her age.
Like, dog, she is not what we're talking about. Like,
what are you talking about?
If this show would have been about the perfect mom, nigga, it's Claire.
No, hell no, what? No, I can't. I want. No, if there was ever a time I wish we was on live. No, if there was ever a time I wish we had a live audience.
I cannot believe.
No, I can't believe you really doubted Claire Huxtable.
Man, Claire Huxtable was like a mom figure, man.
I'm done with you, nigga.
Give me your closing shot and let's get out of here so I can get mine.
I was trying and then you fucked it up. I'm so over you. I'm so over you right now, dog. God, dog. My closing shot is that, ladies, understand this. When you're dealing with a grown man, pay more attention to your vibe than your look. Which your look may be tied in with your vibe, but understand, man, us men these days now, with all of the shit that's going on, all of the things that we talk about, giving you some insight in what guys talk about behind closed doors, all of those different things, man, we want a chick that can vibe with you, that can hang out, we have a good time, you're not about to nag us about kicking it with our fellas, and you still got a sex appeal, you still know how to get down in the bed, but at the end of the day, dog, we can sit back, watch a movie, laugh, and kick it. Point blank, period. Final shot, Jay do the groove. Nola, baby.
Alright. Cheers to you, my brother. My final shots, I want to say, they do appreciate you talking to the women, telling them that whatever, we just want them to draw them into my shot. Basically, I want everybody to be happy. Want everybody to, whatever makes you happy, go find it. It's not the end of the world. If it's not for you, don't waste your time. Don't get involved in it. I just want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to realize that, whatever has happened in the past, let it be the past. Let's worry about the future. Same situation with Biden and Kamala. The past is the past. Today is the first day of, how does the saying go? Today is the first day of the rest of our lives.
That's how they do it.
So let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Fuck the past. Go have fun. Wear your mask.
Be safe.
Stay your ass in the house having fun. Invite a few friends over till we figure this shit out. But seriously, just enjoy the rest of your life, man. Don't get caught up in a bunch of bullshit. I know it's a lot of shit on the news. It's a lot of woke niggas, a lot of news shit that's feeding us bullshit for us to waste our time seeing and shit like that, that's gonna intercept or deflect our peace. I just want to say out to everybody, go be peaceful, go be happy, go enjoy your life, and let's go do us and do what the fuck we do and have a good time the rest of our time on this earth. And that's gonna do it. So with that said, that's my final shot.
Cheers to you, my brother.
Cheers to you, my brother. And I think with that said,
it's about that time, dog.
It's about that time.
Oh, well, we always do it. We always end it just like this, man. God is love.
And love is God.
DJ!
Hit my motherfucking theme music.
Boom, 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 boom.
It's the Chicken and Whiskey Podcast, so just grab a glass. Finger licking entertainment you don't wanna pass. Hosted by Rob Hollywood and Jay. Do the groove, the dynamic too. It's barbershop talk. You know it's chopped and screwed.